and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I've been watching the trailer so many times. I've watched it so many times. Like, Dad has caught me watching the trailer on the TV.
I'm really excited. I seriously can't wait. Like, Beauty and the Beast was my absolute favorite movie when I was growing up, and I watched it all the time.
I love Beauty and the Beast. So I remember watching it with Mom, with you, like when I was little. We'd watch it when we were in bed, like,
yeah.
And then we'd be eating those heart candies.
Oh yeah.
Like near Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Oh, that was fun.
That was so much fun.
I
was so little though.
You were so little.
Yeah.
So my only concern though, oh shoot. We're going.
Wrong way. She almost turned the wrong way.
Yeah.
Don't go the wrong way.
I think this is the way. I think this is the one.
Yeah, it's up there in that building.
So anyways, my one concern is that they're not going to do a really great job at doing it, because the cartoon, the movie was so good that it's like, you know, trying to up that, like trying to be as good as how the original movie was. So I really hope
the trailer looks awesome.
The trailer looks awesome.
Yeah, the trailer looks so cool. When they dance on top of the table, it looks, I love how they dance. When they move their feet all weird, it's just so awesome.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Trailer.
Okay, well let's go. We're gonna go. We're almost there.
Woohoo! Should you have the camera?
Okay, here we go. We are going in. We're a little bit late. Well, we're not like late to see the movie, but probably late to get a seat. So hopefully we get a good seat when we get in there. Okay, so we got in. We got in. So here we are. Hey guys! Hi! So we just got done with the movie, and I'm a little out of breath because I forgot my wallet in there, and when we were walking out,
we had to run back.
We had to run back and get it, so I was like running, and I don't run. So,
no.
Anyways, so I'll give you my impression first. I haven't told Hanni, and she hasn't told me hers yet, but the movie was absolutely brilliant. Like, I think it was so brilliant. The thing is when I was little, I grew up watching Beauty and the Beast all the time. Like, that movie I watched probably, like, sorry, the sun's shining in my eyes a little bit, so, but I probably watched that movie 100 times or more, like in a, you know, from the ages of like when it came out till I was maybe 12. So I watched it a lot, and I remember always watching it and being like, oh, I'm kind of like Belle. I'm that weird girl that nobody really likes, and you know, she didn't have a mom, but she had a dad, and I had parents, but they weren't the best parents, and so I always felt like I didn't have, you know, like parents. So it made me feel like that. And anyways, the movie was so amazing. Like, they did all of the, like, all the scenes were perfect, but the thing is they added to it. So like, I remember thinking when I was little, like, well, what happened to Belle's mom? Because they never said that in the original movie, like, you know, what happened to her and stuff. And so they added that into this movie, and I thought that was like super brilliant. Like, that was amazing that they added that in there, and it really captured me, because coming from watching the original and being attached to the original, it was almost like going back and seeing like behind the scenes, or adding pieces to a story that you loved so much. So that was like, I don't know if they did that, you know, they probably did on purpose. I'm sure that they had, like, when they were making it, okay, well, a huge audience for that movie is going to be people who have seen the original. So that was really amazing. They like, all the music was wonderful. Like, one thing that I was really concerned about with the movie was that the music was not going to be, they were gonna like change words or change the tune of it somehow, but it was phenomenal. Like, honestly.
And they added songs. They have a few more other songs. It was so awesome.
Yeah.
I love it so much. My favorite part is when they sing about Gaston and they're in that little, what was it called, hug thing.
Yeah.
And they're dancing on the tables.
Yeah.
And it was just so awesome.
It was. Seriously, if you guys are considering watching this movie, you have to see it.
Oh yeah.
And if you've like so Beauty and the Beast was my absolutely favorite movie when I was growing up. It was one of the only movies that we had. I remember that we got it for Christmas when I was probably 8, maybe. Whatever the year was that it came out, we got it for Christmas that year. And I watched it over and over and over, like I said. And I loved it. Like, every little piece of it, I related to it. It just was like, I don't know. They did such a good job. It brought back all those memories and like, and then it added to it, like I said. They had like the stories of some of the characters from the show, which in the original they didn't tell, you know, like a lot of the backstory of what happened in their life or like how they got to where they were, but they do that in this movie. And so it totally opens it up to like adding pieces to a story of a story that you loved and read years ago, and all of a sudden there's like pieces that are being filled in. So it was really, really cool the way they did it. I like can't believe how good, I don't know, I loved it. And I don't say that about movies very much because I'm not like a big movie person, but this movie was phenomenal. Like, it really struck a chord with me.
They did really great. Like, they did such a great job with the movie. I really like how the Beast looks. The Beast looks so awesome.
The Beast, they did
a really good job on the Beast.
They did a good job. It was realistic. Like, and then the emotion that was in the movie was like good. And I was worried about Emma Watson. Like, I remember when they first said that she was gonna do Belle, I was like, no. See, like, I wasn't an Emma Watson fan, and
but I was excited.
Yeah,
to
she
see
was.
Emma Watson.
She was. I wish this could see.
I liked seeing Emma Watson in the movie. I think she did a good job.
Yeah.
She sings pretty good. I mean, they did things to her voice, but like they did things to her voice, but she still sung really well.
Yeah.
I like that.
I was impressed. I was really, really impressed. Like, to be honest, I loved it. I think that she played the part perfectly, which is really saying a lot, because again, Belle is like my favorite Disney character. Like, Disney really did a fantastic job with this movie.
They did great.
Like,
I love that movie.
The other thing is I know people had said that there were like issues between like Gaston and I forget his name.
I know his name, I just can't pronounce it.
Anyways, his main man, that there were some controversial scenes, but I didn't notice it. There was nothing in it like that. I mean, if you have seen the original Beauty and the Beast, it was the exact same. Like, there was nothing different to it, and
it was awesome.
It was really brilliant. Like, I can't say enough. Great. It brought back so many memories, but good.
Their outfits are. I love their outfits. They did such a great job with their costumes. Their costumes were awesome. Yeah, so definitely, I mean, you recommend it, don't you? Oh yeah. I love the costume. The outfits were just so cool. Yeah. It was just such a good movie. It was awesome. It was really good. I like how they showed them turning back into, like, when they were, because they're teapots and stuff, when they turned back to antiques, I guess, when they turn into kind of antiques or whatever, and they can't move anymore. They showed that they how do you say, they showed that they like who they were. Well, no, they show that they turn into, like, where they can't move. They show where they can't move and turn into antiques, I guess. Oh yeah, that was and then really they show them go back to being humans, and then they show like husbands and like that. I mean, they did. It was really brilliant. Really like they really did. I mean, honestly, like in the beginning, it was really awesome when they had the enchantress. Yeah, the enchantress. Yeah, it was so cool. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, and even in the beginning, they added. They did really good. They added a lot to the story as far as like what happened. Because in the original it was just a little, like, you know, scene that they showed, and I mean, you got the point. Like, you knew what was happening in the original, but in this version they added some missing pieces, which I thought was really cool. And then and then they did more about the mom. I loved how they did more about the mom, because before it was just like there's no mom, that's it. That was like actually really, I thought, really a powerful scene. It was awesome. I liked it. So for me, that movie was incredible. Awesome. Like, I absolutely think that it was an amazing movie, and it definitely struck a chord with me. The actors looked awesome. All the actors were really, really good. Really good. They picked the perfect cast for it. Gaston was just perfect. Whoever played, I don't remember his name, but whoever played him did awesome. And it's Leaf. I think it's Leaf Flower. I know his name. It's just hard to pronounce. But the person who played him, he did really awesome. I really like that they picked him because he did great for that part.
Yeah.
So he was really good.
Well, if you guys are considering watching Beauty and the Beast, I absolutely think you should. I would say, like, the only thing that I could see is if you had, like, a child under the age of 8 who might be afraid of, like, monsters or stuff. There are, like, scenes with the wolves. Yeah, that is kind of intense. Like, they definitely, it's realistic, you know. And so the wolf scene and stuff, like, where Belle's in the forest and she gets attacked and stuff. And then her dad beforehand. So there's a couple scenes like that.
The forest, and they just added a lot of scenes that were awesome. Like, sometimes when they add scenes in movies, they're not good, or sometimes they change things, but they didn't change much, and they added really awesome scenes. So that's
what I thought was incredible about the movie, is they didn't change
much at all.
Like, the story was the same, like the verbiage was the same. They just added to it.
They just added.
That to me was like,
they added some really good, they added a few awesome songs.
Yeah.
I like the songs.
So, like, they always say, it's like the saying of, like, you can never beat the original. Yeah. But this was really like, good. Like, I mean, it's hard to say, like, it beats the original, but at the same time, it was that good. Like, it was up there. And then with the added content, it just brought it together. I don't know. It was really good. What was
your favorite part?
My favorite part was actually probably finding out about the mom.
Really?
Like, I always wondered when I was little about, like, wonder what happened to her mom. Like, you know, they never say in the they never said in the original. I always wondered, and so it was for me really, really cool to have that piece of missing information that they added in there.
I really like Emma Watson's face expressions.
Yeah.
She, like, when Gaston tried to give her flowers, she just looked away and just did this funny face. I like that face expression. It was really funny.
And the other thing that they brought together was the whole rose thing, which I thought was really cool, because I don't want to give the movie away, but in the beginning, like, Belle asks for a rose from her father, and then
it's like in the original book of Beauty and the Beast. She asked for a rose, and that's all she wanted. And I like that they brought that back into the movie.
Right, they brought, because in the original cartoon, she wasn't like ask her father for a rose or anything, but in the book they did. So they brought that in, and then they tied it together with, like, the rose corresponded back to like when she was an infant and when her mom died.
Like that,
and then obviously the beast with the rose, so it was like they were meant to be, and
it was all about the roses. I liked it was all about the roses. Also.
So what was your favorite part?
When they sung the Gaston song, when they were, I really liked when they were dancing on top of the tables. I don't know why. I really liked how they danced on top of the table.
Their production was awesome. Like, I want to see this movie on Broadway. Like, I want to see like a play of this movie. I'm sure that they're gonna do it because it would be absolutely incredible.
I don't know why. When they had the trailer out, there's a part where they danced on the tables, and I watched before we watched the movie today. I watched that part over and over because I just loved how they danced on the tables, just how they moved their legs was just awesome.
It was
so great.
Okay, well, we will try not to make this video too long, but I think you get the point that we really, really enjoyed it. It was brilliantly done. The cast was amazing.
Yes.
For me, being a really big fan of the original movie, this like blew my mind. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and it just it struck a chord with me. Like, emotionally, it was like something that I didn't expect to see, and it was amazing. The
funny thing is that because I usually like to watch more adventure things, I'll watch Star Trek with Dad or Sherlock Holmes or something, but like when we watched Fantastic Beasts, when I saw the trailer, I wasn't super excited. Like, I was excited for it, but I wasn't like awesome. It was awesome. But when I watched it, I did really like it. But when I heard that Beauty and the Beast was coming out, I just was so excited. I'd watch the trailer all the time. I was more excited for this movie than I was for Fantastic Beasts, which surprises me.
Well, we've been looking forward to this movie for a long time.
It was awesome.
Well,
it was such a good movie.
It was so good. Okay, guys, well, definitely go watch Beauty and the Beast. It was amazing. You guys will not regret it at all, especially if you were an original fan.
Yes, it was so great. I loved it.
Bye.